Hello, everybody. It is midnight here, and I'm really disturbed and touched. I never watch television or Netflix or even the news, and tonight I watched a documentary. Well, it was called "Hot Girls Wanted" or something like that, and it was about Miami and a guy who is a agent, I guess, for young girls that are starting in the porn industry. So what he does is that he posts on Craigslist, free flight to Miami, and he has a house with 5 rooms, and in 4 of the rooms there are 2 girls in each room, and they're all 18 or 19 years old, and he invites them from different places around the country, often like small towns where they don't really feel like they have a future, and they come to Miami and they know that they can become porn stars, or that they can have a lot of followers and do something that is going to give them freedom. It's going to give them the possibility to be at the parties, to travel, to have freedom in a way that they won't have if they are staying in their towns and working as waitresses for $10 an hour. And the cool thing and the disturbing thing with the documentary is that it's a kind of reality. So it's not anything that says this is like what's happening, this is bad, this is wrong. It's really like just the just a testimonial of the girls that go from when they start, and then like first month, second month, and we just follow them. And who knows, maybe part of it is made up too, but it really feels like you are 18 again, and you can think about if you were there. And there's a naivety, right? And there is also this thing, it's just for the money. Like you do it just for the money, and then it's like a job. But when you see how they like, what's the cost? And there's one of the girls that end up in the emergency room with a big cyst, um, and that's because of too much sex. And there are also these facts that are in it where 40% of all porn is abusive, and then the search term that is used the most is teens for porn. And we actually even get to see facial abuse that has to do with the words that are said that are just really really horrible, and there's violence, and then at the end there's like a dildo in the throat, and there's vomiting, and the girl has to like eat the vomit, right? You know. And somehow I feel like it's really good that it's out there, and we can see this, and we can feel into it, and we can start to question why. And it's also this weird thing about, we all have our freedom, and this is not even somebody who is forcing this is a free choice, and it's made like a choice of freedom from these girls. Like, they are doing it because they want freedom, but is freedom what they're getting? And what's staying with them from, even if it's just 4 months or 1 year or 5 years experience of their lives? What's staying in you after those experiences? And then there's also this kind of like beautiful how you can see young girls kind of coming together around, in a way, like a joint cause, like supporting each other somehow in it as well. And I'm just really, like, I feel really bad in my chest, and I'm even thinking, it is what it is. And I can even understand at some level. um, and I know that this exists because of the consumers, and I've never actually watched porn. So I guess what the scene that I just told you guys about the facial abuse was probably the first and the worst thing I've seen. And that's enough for like making me feel like my whole body's reacting. And I feel like that's something we only get desensitized when we keep feeding ourselves with things that are beyond what's human. Because the natural response or reaction to that is to feel like I'm feeling now. It's what I feel. That's how a human heart reacts or responds. And it's not even about anger. It's just about this sadness that I'm feeling inside. Yeah, I just wanted to share that.